So I'm going to share the screen. Okay, guys. So for today, we want to look at risk management. Risk management. It's very important. So risk management. Now we've talked about risk to reward, and we talked about risk. It's you defining what you're willing to risk in exchange of, you know, your profits you are targeting. You want the market to pay you. What do you want to risk? So that's your risk, which we said is always your entry point minus your stop loss. So your stop loss is your risk. I want to risk $10, that's my risk. And I want what are you making? Now your risks don't have to be 1:1. It's not balanced. Now, when you're looking for a trade setup, you have to look at for a risk that is able to give you either 1:3 risk reward ratio, risk reward, risk reward ratio. Or you look for a trade setup that is able to give you 1:5. You look for a setup that can give you 1:5 risk reward ratio. What do I mean? I am using $10 as my risk. What profit are you expecting? If it is 1:3, that means by the end of the day, if $10, if the market ever moves and hit my take profit or my target, I'll be working out with about $30. So that is what 1:3 risk reward. Now, if you practice this and look for setup to achieve this, you will always not get your account messed up most of the times. Now, 1:5 risk reward. I say I'm risking about $10 in the setup. So, but where I am looking at the market going all the way, it's about this market is going to be going about 300 pips, 200 pips. So when it does, if it actually hit my TP, this is going to give me times 5 of what I'm risking, and so that's going to be about $50. So that's a good. That's called trading. Now, what did I say? Why do I say this? I'm trying to tell you that don't take a risk, don't take a trade where you're risking 1:1. Like you don't want to take a trade where you are risking a whole of $10 from a $100 account and you're expecting the market to pay you $10. That is not trading. So you must be ready to take a trade that you are seeing that this market is able to go past my risks and then give me something reasonable. So we want to look at risk management. So when you understand forex trading that way, it's going to help you, you know, understand a lot of things. When you're taking trades, you don't want to be diving into trades, but you want to take your time in scanning the market, in refining your setups so you get things properly. So why am I teaching you this? Because a lot of time you're going to have you guys having issues with capitals. So that's why I don't want to see people trying to be using 5 lots. I don't want to see people trying to be using 10 lots, using 1 lot at your level. It doesn't show you are, you know what you're doing. But when you know what you're doing, you want to be serious. Trade, take lot sizes, trade according to how you want to see your account grow consistently. How did they put it? That consistency is better than, I can't remember the other words. So we want to see consistency. We don't want to see something that is going to blow up overnight. Tomorrow you are back to level 0. So don't forget, if you're joining this class for tonight, I said I would be taking my time tonight to educate you about risk management. That is good. In the world today, we have what is called management or risk management control. So that is very important for every company. There must be that room for risk management control. So they have to tell you as an engineer, they have to tell you as um, where they have a lot of apparatus they are working, they have to teach you about the risk. So you know how to, when you are working with certain facilities, you want to know how to manage the risk. So, but I don't want to go too far. In case you missed the other section, I had talked about the other day, which was last week. I taught you guys risk to reward. Now we're trying to connect risk to reward to risk management. So not to yeah, not to make things a little bit complicated. I told you that you must calculate your risk to reward must always be bigger. Don't be risking $10 to make $10. So what do I mean? Don't be risking, don't be taking 1:1 risk reward trade. Don't take this kind of trade. But rather for your accounts to grow and where you don't want to be loading those lot sizes like someone who is greedy or someone who wants to, you know, you don't want to achieve consistency. You don't want to sustain your trading career. It's when you're going to be, playing around with all kind of risky lot sizes. So when you want to, have consistency and also you want to have consistent growth and profit regarding when you know that the market sometimes can be funny. Sometimes you've always seen me take trades. Those trades have have never gone the opposite direction. The trade has always played out. Even the gold I told you about, buy gold, do this. The gold, if you check gold as of today, and when a lot of people were projecting gold going up, some say it's going down, some say whatever it is. So, but having the idea that sometimes the market can delay, the market can be sideways, sometimes a lot of factors are trying to make the market a bit not being precise. So having that in mind, you don't want to take your risk two-way at the other side, but you want to keep your risks where at least everything is well calculated. So now let's not talk too much. The things we don't want to do, or the things I'm trying to educate you, which much later, the question is, how do we get a proper risk to reward trade? How do we get to know that this trade setup can give us, this kind of risk to reward? So we're getting to that stage. I'm going to show you guys setups that you can always look out for, that it's going to reduce your risk. So I am having $100. I don't want to be taking 100 entries. I don't need to be taking 20 entries and then making my account vulnerable. You get what I'm trying to say? So in that kind of a situation, what do I have to do in that kind of situation? So in that kind of a situation, I must make sure my risk trades or my risk management or my trade I'm risking must be get where I'm telling you, you must do 1:3 risk reward. That's a good one. 1:5, 1:4 is a good risk reward trade. 1:4, 1:5. That means if I risk $10, if the market plays fine and hits my take profit, so I should be walking out of that setup with $50. So that means it's a well-defined risk. But it's a no-no to risk $10 to make $10. As in, that kind of setup does not help small account. So for a small account, what helps small account is probably you trading, you know, taking a long-term trade, even though we know that the market do fluctuate this time around, but most of the time the market will finally play out when the market consolidate. Finally, the market will go to where it's supposed to go to. So risk management, it's all about you managing your risks, knowing when the setup is not going to work, you're going to exit the trade. One thing you have to know is in trading, when you allow emotions overrule you, it's always going to make you want you can hold your trades till the market gets to your take profit, or sometimes even the market is not hitting your stop loss. It's going to make you are always going to be at the state of exiting your trades too early. So there are two things that happens when I'm taking a trade. It's either the trade hit my take profit or my trade hits my stop loss. So that is two things. You have to get to that state of trading. Okay, so risk management as a trader, before you trade, you have to build what we call a trading journal. You have to build a trading journal for yourself. Now, that trading journal will help you, you know, plan properly $100 account. How many trades do I need to take on $100 account to move $100 to $150? First of all, you have to do this kind of arithmetic, this kind of calculation. How many trades do I have to take for this size of account to move to this level? Then the next thing is you want to calculate your trades, your risks, your stop losses, your stop loss, and what you're risking. So if I'm trading $100 and I know that sometimes the market crawls is a bit slow, if I'm risking about $3 to $7 on my $100 account, or I want to keep it this way, I want to keep it $10 because sometimes when I am trading, I need to put my risks where I can give the market time to play out. So on a $100 account, I am risking about $10. So the idea is if you risk $10, you need 10 times of a wrong trade. If your stop losses are exactly at $10, as I'm talking about, you need about 10 times to be wrong or to have a wrong setup for you to blow that account, okay? Which you cannot be trading for 10 times. By the time you step into live funding, you are very sure that you have done a lot of work back there, like trading on your demo account, you build strategies, you're making profits, you've known how to take profits. I mean, you've known where to take your profits, even when the market does not look like it's going to hit. It's not going to hit your final take profit, or it's not going to hit your even your TP1, because you see some signs on different time frames that is showing you that this market may not be going the direction it's supposed to. You now decide to what to exit the trade. Because if I take a buy and the market starts coming back to my entry, sometimes I will go back and check the setup, see whether there's something wrong. And then if I am seeing the market changing, the bias is changing, I will exit the trade. So it's not all trades that we must win. So now, if I reach $10, that's what it means. From $100, I need 10 times to be wrong for that account to be for that account to blow. Okay, that's what it means. So you create a trading journal, know what you want to risk. Now, if I trade $10 on a $100 account and I take trades here, how many times do I need to trade for this account to what hit $150? Now, and I'll plan it. If I'm taking a trade that I'm very sure that Euro USD is going to buy for like 1, 2, 3 days. So I've taken my trade. My risk is $10. The risk reward is about 1:3. That's 1:3. So if I calm myself down and make sure I scan the market and look out for setup that is always going to give me 1:3 risk to reward. So that means one time if I target $30 from a setup, about two times if I trade this account and I hit my what I have in mind, my goals. That means about if I need like two times for me to move $100, not over leveraging. I need about two to three times to move this account to trade like three times for it to go to $150. Now, when you see that, plan your work that way. That's why I'm like trying to let you guys know that don't push yourself to trading, funding your demo account to 10,000. Keep it realistic. My twin brother the other day went, I don't know how he did it, he funded $20 on a demo account and he started trying to build it. So if he gets to master the market that way, trading whatever, he knows that on a normal day, he could always come across $10, $20, and that is always what you can always find, and you can always afford to risk and lose. Because at my own stage, if I blow a $10 account, it doesn't worry me. Even if I blow a $50 account, it does not affect me financially. That's what I mean. So because those ones are money that some of us at our own status, we can always find funds very fast, close to that amount. So start building your demo account, start trading it like you are having a live account. Plan the trades. I've given you these nuggets so that when you are jumping into a trade, you're not just going there because the market is here, but try to see that if this market hits my take profit, what am I going to get? If this market hit my stop loss, what am I going to get? Now, keep a realistic account that you want to wake up deliberately in the money. You want to wake up in a new month. You want to wake up in a new week and say, today I'm taking $100 to 150. I'm taking it to 120. Now, you're being deliberate about this account and you growing it. Repeat the process. When you keep doing it, when you do it 100 times, you know how many times this thing you have done has failed and this thing you have done has worked. You now know that you are building a strategy from that. That's how we build strategy. You don't just take trades three times, five times, 10 times, and then you say you've gotten strategy. How did you get to the strategy? The market the market has various times. The market, we even respect strategy. There are strategies for choppy market, consolidating market. There are strategy for those times. There are strategy where the market is in one direction. How do you trade that one? You trade that one when the market pulls back. You engage. You dive into the market. You follow the trend. When the market is zigzag, like you see when I will take gold before I'm weighing $3,000 profit, I will just walk out to go and get something, come back and update the group. I come back, I am back in minus 3,000. I'm not even back. I come and see back minus 3,000. So what strategy do you build if you have to see that kind of market ranging? And so you need strategies for survival, right? So that's why you need to build your strategy. All right, so that is that. I don't have much for tonight. Tomorrow is Friday. Yes, so let's see what we can do. See you tomorrow. But for tonight, remember our topic for tonight is about risk management. So risk management is important. The risk management, the reasons why you need risk management is that you need to manage your account properly. Now, risk management, you also have to know that managing of trades, managing your trades that are running, managing your running trades, you also need to be taught on how to manage your trades, your running trades, because a lot of us, don't know that it's one thing to be in a trade, and it's another thing for you to, you know, take decisions that are going to help you. Okay, I'm in a trade. The trade is going fine. What are things do I do to manage the trades? The thing you can do is always when you are in profit and you don't know when the market can come back to your entries. The first thing we tell you is you are going to move your stop loss to entry. We tell you move stop loss to what, break even or move stop loss to entry. That's other ways we teach you how to manage your trades. You move your stop loss to entry. Sorry, you move stop loss to entry. You move your stop loss to entry. The next thing is you adjust your stop loss, you move stop loss above entry. You also move the stop loss as the market is going. Every new candles, every new candle can decide to have a different momentum. So you decide to move your stop loss and be following the market. We call that one trailing stop losses. So a way of managing your trades is that, because you don't want to step out and then you come back, the trades are back in red. So you always adjust your stop loss. Managing your trade, you must put stop loss before you are when you're taking your trade, you put stop loss. But like me, I don't like setting stop losses on my trade, because most time the market goes to the stop loss, and that is when it begins to do well. So when it has hit your stop loss, that's when the thing receives anointing to play out. So sometimes I didn't tell you to, until when you grow and you know the power of the markets. I know where the market can move in a short while and where the market cannot move. Same in a short time. Then you can try some of these things I'm trying to tell you right now. So, but where I'm going to now is put stop loss. If you like, don't put take profit. That is your own. But stop loss is avoiding your account being damaged, especially when you're trading the financial market like Forex. Sometimes you discover during New York section, the market moves, it's wild a little bit. So you want to use stop loss, because there could be some high impact news that could be moving, and that could be detrimental to your account if they go the other direction. So put stop loss. Now, the next thing you don't want to do is you don't want to be on a trade and you are not checking the trades. The market could go close to your take profit, and around your take profit, that is when the market begins to reverse. 10 pips, 2 pips to your take profit, it does not hit it, it begins to come all the way down and you lose. And by the time you begin to raise your expectation, okay, let it go back, let it pull back to that place, I will close. Sometimes you don't even give it the chance to even, it doesn't even give the chance for it to even pull back. The market will just be dropping very, very fast. So don't take trades, you go to bed, or don't take trades, you're absent-minded, you're doing your own thing. And no, no, no. When you're taking trades, make sure you are monitoring your trades, because your trades can, you don't know, anything can happen. So you manage your trades. Managing your trades, it's one thing to be in a trade. So when you're in a trade, what are you looking out for? You ask yourself. So sometimes people take trades, they're happy, they're in profit, they don't know what to do with the profit. The market go and hit a certain place. Before you are seeing 1,000. From 1,000, you are left with $50. And you don't want to take $50 because your psychology, you've seen $1,000, and how can this be? It's happening, but what do you want to do? What if the market does not go back? So will you take $50 or allow it to come and blow your account? Most of the time it's painful. I've been in a trade, God, let me hold and see whether the market never even goes back to that place again. So you just have to close. Then the next thing is don't force a trade setup. Don't force what? A trade setup. If you are taking a buy, the market is failing to buy, is failing to move, stop, recheck the analysis. See, maybe probably the market is forming some resistance. Okay, so that's that for that. So I told you risk management. So you must know what you are risking. So always the ground rule for you to take trades and manage your account. You don't want to burn up your account or burn up clients' accounts. We always tell you to keep your risk at 1 to 3%. So any account you are trading from now on, I want to see you guys desist from that habit, because if I see you trade those trading responsible, I will begin to what discipline, or immediately I might take 1 or 2 actions. So I want to see you guys trade. If you're trading 1,000, if you fund $10,000, then just take one lot size of 1,000, of 10,000, one lot. If you are trading 5,000, just take 0.501 entry, put stop loss. Remember, I've told you consistency. With you in trading, if you target, if you're working towards being consistent, than working towards arriving at using shortcut method, a lot of time you are going to be taken out of the market. And mind you, if you blow your account, it takes someone who really want to sit down and ask himself, why did I blow this account? What are the things? And you're ready to learn from your mistakes and then correct them, and you still want to trade. You still want to open your app. But some people, when they blow their accounts, man, I think this thing is not for me. I think how can I lose this? But you've forgotten that you saw profit you did not take, your greed. You've forgotten that when you were taking trade, you would have asked yourself, what if this setup failed? What do I stand to lose? So let me know how to manage my risk. So we want to take trades 1 to 3%, don't risk more than that. Any day you are on your own, and then you have known and mastered the act or the skill, then you're fired up. You can, if you want to use 100 lots, happy FOREX, use 100 lots. If you have gotten to the stage where you've known the market and know where to use 100 lots, go ahead. But not now, when you don't know what you're doing. You begin to apply those kind of risk. I think I will not sit down here and waste time, because at the end of the day, you will come back and begin to cry. So I have told you guys of how my $130 account, I have made withdrawals from January to this time, is going to 400,000. The account is still there. Well, for this week, I've not traded synthetics, I've not traded the reef. I have been following currencies. So, but I think today is Thursday, Friday. I want to give a break in the currency on the currency market. My broker is doing maintenance, so I won't be trading from tomorrow. Even if I'm trading, I will not be updating the group. It might be me doing my own thing. So, but I want to see how I can uh, fall back to my small account. I want to see what's up there. Okay, so that is it, my people. So I hope you apply these things. It's going to help you. You want to be happy when you see yourself make money. You also want to be normal when you see yourself lose money. But when you lose money, the money you are losing is relatively small. Now, the thing about trading is, why you don't have to kill yourself is that trading is a place where you don't need to be inviting, telling people, get referrals from me, do this. That's why I like trading. Trading is a place where once you have funds in your account on your own, you make money, you withdraw. It pays you. So now, you don't want to get to a point where you take trades and then the trades don't hit, they don't go your direction, you feel sad. And even if the trades go the other direction, you have to prepare your mind that you could recover the account. So majority of the thing in Forex is we grow our money. One thing you should know, if you don't have an idea of what we do in Forex, we grow our money. I told you a story of having a client's account dropping from $9,000 to 4,500. Now, when the account went from 9,000 to $4,000, what do you want me to do? I should put my hands on my head and begin to give myself. Man, I went back. I started scratching where I can see setup that is very sure to recover the account. That was the last. That was the only options available, and I got to work. The next day, I started taking. If I know, I moved the account from 4,500. It went to 6,000. The next time, I used the 1,500 or 1,000 on top the account. I used it to risk further. Took the account from 7 or 6,500. It went to 8,005. The next time, I used 3,000 that has been built in it. Push it up. Push it to 10,000. If I know, I push it to $22,000. So we grow money in Forex. You are not going to go and hire money anywhere to come and be putting in it. So if I lose trade or if I make losses, I will calm down, look for 100% sure setup, and then see how I can recover from my losses. Okay, guys. Thank you for your time. I would like to stop here. It's been amazing. So we'll continue from here tomorrow. So I hope that I want to see you apply these things right now on your trading and see that they're implemented. Thank you very much. And if you have a question, ask on the group. I will do well to reply you. Thank you. I'm signing out right now.